Hello everyone, welcome back to our video. From our previous video we stopped at which city has the highest sales, which we have done, San Francisco. But I would like to add something here which I forgot to add in our previous video. Here in this bar chart, I like adding a grid lines to be able to indicate from these cells by this side and the city. You can be able to indicate, just like this particular one, this Atlanta, Dallas, and C2. They are almost at the same line, so it will be very hard for you to differentiate or to trace it to know the one that has 2.78 and so adding grid line to help you to be able to trace it quickly and know the one or where it falls. So to add it, plt dot grid. I hope you remember what the plt means. Is matplotlib. Matplotlib is just that we name it as plt. So anytime we are supposed to write matplotlib, we write plt. So grid line. Okay, you see, now you can be able to trace. You say, okay, San Francisco is the highest. This is the line, 8.262. Okay, you said okay. Los Angeles 5.53. You can be able to trace all of them very easily. And if you want to color the grid line, you can easily say, okay, color. You can easily say color. Want to change this grid line, you know, by default is in gray color, I guess. You can say red. If you run it, it's going to change to red. Depends on the one you like. You can as well change it to green. To change it to another color, you just need to change the name. Sorry, it's now green. So it depends on the color you like it to be on. So but me, I would like to leave it on the default gray, small matured like this. So let's continue. Let's go to our next task, which is what products are most often sold together. So that's the one we are going to be looking into today. So okay, change it to, sorry, okay. So to do this now, what we are going to be looking at is to know the product that is being sold together or being purchased together by our clients. Okay, it's just like going to a supermarket and say, okay, I want to buy something. I want to buy a book and a pen. At that moment, I'm making a purchase of a book and a pen at that same time. So another person will come in and say, okay, I would like to buy a t-shirt and a short, right? A t-shirt and a short. Another person will come in and say, okay, I would like to buy a phone and a charger. So all these things is being recorded. So at the end of the day, maybe they would like to look at the product that is being most sold together. That's what we are looking in here now, to know all our product that is being sold together, the one that is being most sold together. So that's what we are going to be looking at. So to do this, first of all, to be able to get it, we are going to look at we are going to print out all the duplicated columns, all the duplicated products and ID, product and ID. So for you to be able to know the product that is being most sold together, you have to look for all the duplicated ID and the products. So I believe that if a particular ID, which is a client, made a purchase, of two different products is going to be recorded twice, right? Yes. So for us to be able to know, we are going to search for all the duplicated column, all the duplicated products. By doing that, then we assign it, we create a new column and assign it there. So that's what we are going to do now. So first of all, let's see all the duplicated rows that we have here, all the duplicated ID. Let's just put it that way, all the duplicated ID and the product that is being linked together with the ID. So that's what we are going to look at now. So let's say we are looking at the order ID, looking at the order ID, and we are going to see the duplicated do keep equals to false. Okay, sorry. Okay, this D is supposed to be in capital letter. Okay, is displaying in Boolean type, so let's make it okay. Here is it now. Okay, yeah, look at it. We have 176560 ID here. We made a purchase Google phone. We have another 176560, the same ID with another product, wired headphone. So what this thing means is that this particular order ID is coming from one person. Is one person making a purchase two different products. So this person now made a product, purchased Google phone and wired headphones together. So this is one. You understand? We have another one, 176574, purchased Google phone and USB-C charging cable. You see it? So what we are going to be doing next now is we are going to create a new column here by the side of this city column. We are going to create it and join this, all the ID that is duplicated. So the product, only the product, we are going to join it together. We're going to join this product together by comma. We are going to separate it by comma and assign it to the every row in that column we are about to create now. So let's go ahead and do it. So to do this, but before that, let me just assign this to, let me just call it dupli, to show that it's duplicated. You have to align with what you are doing. Dupli, let's just call it dupli. So here now we are going to say dupli. We are going to create a new column and call it together. Okay, or let's just call it products. Okay, let's just call it together, shall okay, together. Okay, equals to. So now we are going to do a group by function. We are going to group it by order ID, just like the way we did before. We are going to group it now. Say df dot group by. We are going to group it by order ID. It should be in quotes. Order ID. Then we select only the product column. Okay, then we use transform to join them. We have used this lambda before. Whenever we want to join something together, lambda x. Okay, then we are going to differentiate, or we are going to join them together with a comma. We are going to use a comma in between them, then we join them x. So this is going to work. If I get it correct, it's going to work. Let's see what the error says. Oh, I keep making this mistake. The D is supposed to be in capital letter. What else? The column product not found. Okay, the P is supposed to be in capital letter, I guess. Let's check. Yes, product. The P is supposed to be in capital letter. Okay, let's check again. Yeah, it's running. The star means that it's running, so we are going to wait until this star turns to number, just like this one. This one's turns to number, you know that's okay. We are good, and we're going to see the output. Let's wait. It's taking longer. Okay, duplicate is not defined. Oh, I guess I didn't run this one when I add the duplicate. Okay, I've run it now, so let's run it again. It's going to take a little bit time again. Come on. Okay, it run. Yeah, we are good. So let's print our data frame now and see if the column that we just create and join the two products together. Let's see if it works perfectly. Wow, yes, it works. Look at the right hand side here. You can see it together. Is here together. This is the Google phone and wired headphone that we saw before. Yes, that we saw before. See it here, Google phone and wired headphone. Is being purchased by this particular person. This particular ID 176560. So what we did now is we joined the two together, the two products together. You can see it here, separated by a comma. You see it, but the problem we are having now is still duplicated. We are still having it twice here. So what the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to drop the duplicated rows. Now we are going to drop it, so we are going to be having a single, right? So that's what we are going to do now. So we are going to drop duplicated rows. So to do this, we do equals to, no, not equals to. We say okay. So now we are going to bring out the other ID, and together. That's what we are going to drop now. We are going to be dropping all those columns that is being duplicated now. So we have it. Other ID is being duplicated. You see it, and we have we have together is being duplicated. So we are going to drop the two so that it will filter it only in a single rows. Okay, only in a single row. So let's do that. We are going to together. together. Okay, since we are having a double since we're having a double column in this, so we're going to put it in another. Yeah, okay, yeah, and then we use drop duplicated. Oh, sorry, duplicates. Yeah, drop duplicates. So what is going to do now is going to drop all the duplicated rows. Now let's look at it. Let's see. Yeah, it works perfectly. Perfect. That works very well. So now, as you can see, before we are having 176560 twice, and Google phone and wired headphone twice from the same ID, but now we are having a single ID, which is 176560, and Google phone and wired phones. We got it correct. So the next thing we are going to do now we can be able to tell all the ID with the product that the ID is being purchased together. Every single ID, now we have all the products that they purchase together now. So the next thing we are going to do is to count how many times our clients from different clients bought a product together, the same product, or how am I going to say it? The product, okay, for example, this Google phone and the wired headphone, we are going to know how many times any of our clients purchase these goods together. We are going to count it. For example, this Google phone and wired phone, we are going to know how many times it's been purchased together. That is what we are going to do in all this product that is being purchased. We are going to know how many times they are being purchased together like this, right? So that is what we are going to do. But before then, we are going to assign this. Let's just call it final results. Just call it final results equals to. Okay, let me run it so that it won't say that it's not defined. That's what happened the other time. So you can just, let's just print it again. Okay, final results. Now let's count it. Let's know how many times it's been purchased. So what we are going to do now is let's say final results equals to final results, and we are going to check this particular column, which is the products. We want to know how many times this particular product, all of them, is being purchased like this. From that we can be able to tell, okay, for example, if we count them and see that the number times that this particular Google phone and wired headphone is being purchased together is something like 10 times, and this one is being purchased like this 5 times, and this one is being purchased like this 3 times, then we can come to a conclusion that Google phone and the wired headphone is the most purchased or most sold together. You understand? That is the kind of answer we are looking for, and that is what we are going to do now. So we are going to say okay, together okay. So this value count is what is going to do the work. It's going to count every single rows here, and know how many times this particular column, only this particular column, all the product that is being purchased, is going to count how many times it's being sold like this, together like this, how many times, all of them. That is what it's going to do now. So value counts. So it run. So let's print final results. Wow, look at it. Here we have iPhone and lightning charging cable. This particular product is the most sold product together like this. It's been sold together like this how many times? 882 times. 882 times. Remember this particular this data is from January to December data. We join it together before we start working on it. So it means that from January to December, the number times our clients purchased iPhone and lightning charging cable together is 882 times, followed by Google phone and USB-C charging cable 856 times, and so on. So this last, remember I told you our data frame is being displayed the first 5 and the last 5. So this one 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 5, 1 2 3 4 5 is the last 5. So it usually show the first 5 and the last 5. Maybe if we want to see the first 20, we can use a head and type 20 in between inside. So it's going to show us the first 20. If you do it like this, it's going to show you only the first 5 and the last 5. You understand? So why I do this is the last 5 is showing that it's being sold only 1111. If you can remember, let me just quickly show you here. Here, showing that this 111, so you won't be confused. It means that this is the last 5. This particular product now, Google phone, USB charging cable and wired headphone and USB-C charging cable, someone purchased it, the 4 of them together, but it's been purchased once in this particular year because it's a data that is being mentioned together January to December. So we only have one ID, which is our client that purchased this particular products together once. It's been purchased once, nobody. So this last, because this filter it is it filter it maybe yes, ascending. So it started from the highest to the lowest. So these are the lowest. For example, if I change this to tail means the last, let's say the last 10 now. The head is going to start from up and the tail is going to start from down. So what it's going to do now is going to count the last 10 and display it, and you will still see this 11111 there. So let's see, you see it, this is the last 10 of our data, is still 1111. So it's been arranged accordingly. So this is it. So we can come to a conclusion and say that the most sold product together is iPhone and lightning charging cable, and it's being sold together how many times? 882 times. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next video. Thank you.